So today I want to talk to you about how you can make more money when it starts getting cold out. There's a lot of different things that happen when the weather gets cold and it starts to get nasty out. So I want to kind of talk to you about the different types of things that you can look for so that you can make more money when you're out there working in your marketplace. My name is John McFall, and I want to welcome you to the McFallRI channel, where I teach you how to make $25 to $30 an hour doing food delivery. Today, I want to break down a couple of things that really change on you during the winter and how you can use that change to your advantage and make more money when you're out here doing food delivery. If you enjoy this video, please make sure that you like this video and subscribe to my channel. So there's a few different things that happen when it gets cold out, and things that you can look for that you don't normally look for when it's warm and sunny out. When it is hot out and there's no snow on the ground, people get out of the house a lot, and people are able to go and get their own food at restaurants. They don't mind being outside when it's warm, but when it gets really cold and starts to get, really rainy, and then that turns into snow, and people don't want to go out as much when there's snow on the ground. It's just the way it is. Warmer climates, you're not really going to have to deal with this problem, obviously, but in the colder climates where I am, like Fort Wayne, Indiana, which is in the Midwest, I actually make a lot more money during the winter time. The same is true here in Auburn. During the summertime, I don't work between May until about the beginning to the middle of September. And the reason this is because when it's warm out, I don't make very much money up here in Auburn. When I go to Fort Wayne, then I actually still make decent money, but in the wintertime, I can go ahead and work Auburn quite a bit because the amount of money I can make increases. The first thing I want to talk to you about is peak pay, bonuses, and challenges. When it gets cold out and people are not wanting to go out to get their own food, there are a lot more orders coming in on these platforms, so they are more likely to offer you different kinds of peak pays and bonuses and challenges for getting out there so that they can get all of their orders covered. When you go out and look at these peak pay and bonuses and challenge, make sure you're paying attention to when they happen. That is the day of the week along with the time of the day. So throughout the winter, when that you can set aside time in your schedule and you can get to those orders and get that peak pay and bonuses and challenges when you know that they're likely going to happen. I can tell you, I worked Christmas Day last year, and Christmas Day I made so much money because there were just tons of peak pay and bonuses and challenges that were going on. Most of the restaurants were actually closed, but McDonald's and Taco Bell and the Chinese restaurants were just cranking out the orders so much that I actually had to stop working because it took me too long to wait at the Chinese restaurants to get the food I was there to pick up. So always keep in mind that the peak pay and bonuses and challenges, and they have them more frequently on specific days and at specific times. The second thing I want to talk to you about is the actual weather. You have got to pay attention to what's going on a daily basis with your weather in your area, because when it starts getting really cold and rainy in my area, that happens middle to late October, and then it starts getting even colder and getting into the temperatures that snow come, and we have blizzards. This is a really good time to get out there and make some money. People don't want to go out in that crap, so guess what they do? They order the food that they want to eat out on the platform so that they can enjoy that food at home without having to go out into the cold. Some of the best times that I make the most money is when there are blizzards. I put away my Equinox, I go get my Trailblazer, I put it in four-wheel drive, and I head out because I make so much money when there's blizzards, because even food delivery drivers, a lot of them don't go out during this time because their cars have a hard time making it through the snow. So if you have a four-wheel drive vehicle, this can be a really good opportunity for you to make very good money. And the second thing about this is during this type of weather, when I go out and sacrifice my time to get people food when there's a 1.5 or 2 foot of snow on the ground, people give me a lot more cash tips just for making the effort to go out and do this for them. So when there's a blizzard or when it starts getting really cold and nasty and rainy out, get out there and get the money that you want to make, because you can make a lot more money. The platforms pay us a lot more money during the winter time where it's cold especially, and the primary reason this is because they have a lot more orders to get taken care of for their customers, because people are not going out into that weather to go pick up the food. The second factor is the fact that, as I said just a few minutes ago, food delivery drivers, there's a lot of them that can't or won't go out when it's really, really bad out with the snow. So this is a great time for you to get out there and make a lot more money. You get a lot more money with peak pay, bonuses, and challenges, but the overall amount that they offer on the orders will actually go up in my marketplaces when it's really cold out, because they want to get these orders done and to the customers. And I believe personally that they also compensate us a little bit more simply because we're out there in the bad weather trying to take care of their customers. So I hope that you enjoyed today's video and learned a little bit. You can make a ton of money out there when the bad weather gets there. So make sure you pay attention to what's coming to your area on a daily basis, so you know if it might be a better or a better day to get out there and get your money. One thing I want to mention is down here in my descriptions, I have some great tools for you guys. The one I want to talk to you about today is my metric spreadsheet. If you have not or do not use a spreadsheet to keep track of your numbers, you're really doing yourself a disservice, because this can show you where you need to improve. I'm going to throw it up here on the screen real quick so y'all can check it out. If you look at the left-hand side, you'll see I always put my start time and my end time. This gives me the total time that I've worked. I also put in the miles. If you head to the right, you'll see that for each individual app, I put the dollars that I've made, the time that I worked, along with the number of deliveries. Head to the bottom and you'll see it calculates out what your average dollar per hour, dollar per mile, and your average per order. If you want to do better when you're out there doing food delivery, go grab this metric spreadsheet and start checking out your numbers and seeing where you are. Also would like to ask you to like this video and to subscribe to my channel. I would also like to say that if you want to check out some more stuff to learn how to get that $25 to $30 an hour, check out this food delivery playlist. This is chock full of different strategies that you can use. Finally, I want to leave you with, I hope that you are out there getting the money that you and your family deserve. And with that, I want to say thanks.